what everybody's been waiting on, talking about. I know just this past what I think it was last night, or was it last night, or the Pro Bowl, the what do you call it, the flag football Pro Bowl, and
Flag Bowl.
the Flag Bowl, yes,
The
the
Flag
Flag
Bowl.
Bowl.
Yeah.
But leading up to the big game. Yeah, but before we jump into that real quick, I do want to ask you guys about your sentiment on the Pro Bowl. Like, it changed a little bit from the traditional. They weren't really tackling. I mean, Sean Taylor, back in the day, he was laying some. He
Yeah, some
was
lumber.
he was
Classic.
he was personal.
Classic.
It was personal, but it wasn't really tackling, that kind of thing.
Right.
What do you guys think about how it switched to flag football? And did you watch it? Was it exciting at all for you? If you did, and would you actually go to a Pro Bowl if I know that's a lot, but just want to hear y'all take real quick on that.
I did not watch it. I understand that they feel like they had to do something because there just wasn't. It almost felt like touch football, two-hand touch football out there where folks ain't tackling, so the intensity wasn't there. So we got to do something to try to make it lively and exciting. I still miss, the '90s Pro Bowls where they actually kind of at least went out, gave some effort. You couldn't do much on field goals and extra points, but otherwise they kind of competed. This now is just kind of skills exhibition, and I would probably be less inclined to go nowadays versus before. I do think it would be cool to go back in the day when it was in Hawaii and actually travel to Honolulu,
Yeah.
and see the stadium. I checked the stadium once when I was there just to say this is the stadium that the Pro Bowl's in.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, I think outside of potentially catching someone walking around, I'm not sure I'd spend the money to go to watch them play, flag football. So
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Same here. I think one, they should put it back in Hawaii. I think they lose a good deal of participation as well from some of the players by trying to, I don't know, I guess that they're trying to monetize it a little bit more by having it float around and have different venues. Or is it just in Florida? I don't even know where it is, to be honest with you. But
it's in San Fran. It was in
it's
San
in
Fran.
San Fran. Oh, so they're
making it
following the
part of,
Super Bowl.
I'm making
Yeah,
it
they're
part of
Yeah.
Super
following
Bowl
the
week.
Super
Yeah,
Bowl.
following the
Yeah.
Super Bowl.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think so. The Hawaii had an appeal to the players where if you made it to the Pro Bowl, it was your opportunity to take your family, and it's like a trip. And so they were more inclined to go and kind of relax and then participate in whatever the events were. And that's why you see a lot more guys not showing up, and that's how you get people, being designated to come in who don't even throw as many as 10 touchdowns, right? But you have more people coming in who don't necessarily would not have gotten in, right?
Right.
And uh and I think they're trying to also make it a little bit safer as well for the players. So they
Yeah.
take the tackling out, even though it wasn't a lot of tackling. Well, they were you could hit, but the
Right.
guys were letting up, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
playoffs back in the day. And injuries can still happen. I still remember there was a Pro Bowl back in Hawaii when they played flag football on the beach, and they never did this again.
Yep.
Running back Robert Edwards for the Patriots, he career-ending injury towards ACL.
Yeah.
So it could still happen. We don't
Yeah.
want it to happen, but I think they're just operating out of an abundance of caution as well. So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, good on them, but it has no appeal for me. I don't watch it. I don't really
Yeah.
pay attention to what's going on.
Yeah. 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 I think that's the sentiment across the board.
Yeah.
Some people want to go. I would say though, if you ever have the opportunity to attend like the it's the football. Whenever the Super Bowl is here, they have the you know what do you call it?
The fan
The
interaction thing.
Yeah, the fan thing. I think it's like $40 to get in. It's awesome, man. It's awesome. I went in 2018. I think it was that same Super Bowl league. Y'all Super Bowl, I think it was. Y'all went in
Mhm.
20. Was it 20? No, when did y'all go?
We we went in
20,
um Was it nine? This was the one against the Patriots.
The Patriots, yeah, that was 19.
That was that was the beginning. Yeah, there was the 2018 season.
So,
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah,
I went,
yeah,
yes, because the Eagles had the year before. So
because
yes,
it was here in Atlanta.
it was in Atlanta, exactly.
Yeah,
So yes, so I
yeah.
went to it. It was about $40 to get in. Man, it was phenomenal. The you could test yourself
yeah,
on the jump, the 40-yard dash, and they had all kinds of stuff, man. It was phenomenal. It was a good experience
yeah.
for
I
me.
went to I went to that too. I went to the fan experience because
Yeah,
I went to the game, right?
that's
So
yeah. He was at the game.
yeah, I was at the game,
Yeah,
so I
yeah,
had the full experience.
yeah. Good. I hadn't made it there yet, but it was yeah. So all right. Speaking of the big game, man. Patriots, and you got the Seahawks. And right now, what is looking like is it looks like the Seahawks are heavily favorite in this game, and people are expecting the Seahawks to kind of really, you know, I'm not saying blow the game out, but really have a good command on the game. Um, I don't know what the line is. I know you guys will probably share that, but it looks like the everyone is leaning towards Seattle. I'm just going to tell you my feelings real quick. Seeing where Seattle is, what they've done, the teams that they have beat, the division that they were in this year being one of the toughest divisions in football in the NFL, and seeing and I'm not discounting Patriots fans. I'm not discounting you guys, but your schedule was a little easy. Your schedule was a little easy. I mean, just the facts. It just a little
A
bit.
little bit.
But you
Yeah.
guys won. You got there. Hey, props. Because look, there's a ton of other teams that didn't get there, right? So you guys are there. You're back in the Super Bowl, and that's phenomenal. A great feat. There's players, teams that hadn't even made it. So you got it. You did it. So hats off to both teams for making it. But I'm going with the Seahawks in this game. I think the Seahawks are the defense. I don't see. Don't get me wrong. I think Drake May is going to hit a passing touchdown. He may get a running touchdown because, from what I understand, Seattle is weak. Their weakest part of their defense is with the scrambling quarterback. That's what
Really?
what yes, their weakest part of their defense is scrambling, and a scrambling quarterback, and that Drake May can take off every now and again. So I think he's going to have a running touchdown and he's going to have a passing touchdown. However, after that, that's going to be it. Seattle's defense, to me, is just too loaded. It's really loaded. They got guys all over the place. And again, Sam Darnold is just going to, I think this is his year. He's going to continue on that same trajectory. And he is going to really, I'm not going to say put them on his back, but he is going to ride the wave to a Super Bowl win in Seattle. And I think, it's just going to be, it's their year. How things have been going for them it just seems like it's inevitable for Seattle to win this. So just keep it short and sweet. I'm going with Seattle in this game, man, and I just think that it's. I think my score. Here's my score prediction for this game. Um, Patriots 17, Seattle 28.
Mhm.
28-17. I think Seattle wins this game. So that's what I'm going with.
You think highly of the Seattle offense.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They look. Sam Donald is gonna. He's gonna score. He's gonna score. Look, they, Smith and Jigba. I mean, who's there? Who's gonna stop him from scoring? The kid is phenomenal. I mean, he's phenomenal. And then Kenneth Walker. I mean, playing really good. It's it's I think the offense is going to do what they need to do, but the defense is also going to come up big. I think the defense is going to also have a touchdown in this game. Something's going to happen, and the defense is going to have a touchdown in this game.
I think this is going to be a really good game. I think folks who believe this is going to be a blowout are going to be surprised. You got two very disciplined defenses. And big picture,
Yep.
um, New Seattle has more talent than New England. I think most people would take the players on Seattle position for position, by and large, versus New England. Um, Both have really good defenses, two good defenses, fundamentally sound. Offenses get the job done. Seattle's a bit more explosive. Both quarterbacks can get hot and light you up, and can also be turnover machines. And I think in this game, then they're gonna. I don't think it's gonna be a bunch of turnovers. I think they're actually gonna play pretty clean football. Um, the factor to also take into consideration for the New England side, even though they play good they play good team football. Vrabel's been there as a player, so I think the players are going to better handle the Super Bowl and all the drama and all that stuff than Seattle. Because yeah, the franchise has been there, but it's been like 10 years plus, and but to have a coach, not just a coach been there, but the coach was a player to tell you all how to prepare, how to deal with stuff. Um, I think when it's all said and done, I do think Seattle's going to win, but I think it's going to be a really like a close game. I think it's going to be Seattle 24, New England 20.
Mm.
And for those of you who like the line of 4.5, yes,
Yep.
they don't cover, and the spread I think is like 45.5. So take the under. So
Mm.
just my thoughts.
Yep.
Yeah. You know, Pa- Patriots also have an offensive coordinator that has 6 Super Bowls, right? He's been a
Yep.
part of all those Super Bowl wins that the Patriots had. Well, not all, but the majority of them.
Mhm.
Uh, Let me see now. Seattle is definitely stacked. The defense, there's not a lot of weaknesses there. Patriots, I think their defense is underrated. Um,
Mhm.
and let me define what I mean by underrated. I think in comparison to the Seahawks, people are not respecting, I believe, the Patriots defense. Right? I think they have the ability to contain Smith and Jigba, uh, depending on how if they bracket him in a certain way. I just don't know who else Darnold is going to go to if he can't get to Njigba. Who's the number 2 receiver, right?
Mm.
I know Cooper Cup, he's there, but like he hasn't operated all season as a number 2. So there's that. I think there's definitely a strategy that the Patriots can deploy to not have Njigba kill you in this game. He's going to get his. He's going to get somebody. I don't think he's going to dominate the game. Kenneth Walker, he's definitely an X factor. He's a hell of a running back. Even with Charbonnet out, I think he's definitely an every down back. Um, the Patriots has one of the best run defenses in the league as well. So it's going to be a close game. I think the 4.5, the line, I think that's pretty solid. But I think this is going to come down to turnovers. Patriots, they're very opportunistic in terms of if you're sloppy with the ball, they're going to pounce on it. They're going to create those turnovers and they score for the most part off of them as well. Number 25, the DB, I can't remember. I think his last name is Jones. He's pretty good. That being said, we did just talk about how the Patriots their schedule is pretty light in comparison. And they've had a lot of fortune coming their way in terms of the playoffs. They played the Broncos. The Broncos was down Bo Nix, right? So they didn't really get to play the Broncos at full strength, and they still kind of wavered in that game. Very low scoring game. I still think that the Patriots have a chance of winning this one. I think the score is going to be tight, of course. I'm going to go with the Patriots 23-17 in this game. I think Darnold does throw a couple of interceptions.
Mm.
not based off not based off of anything recently.
Yeah.
I just think he's due. I think he's due. He's played a couple of really clean games lately.
Yeah.
I just think he's due. I don't know what else to call it. I think that Vrabel and those guys, of course, they're in the lab. He's got 2 weeks to prepare. If they can get him off and get him off centered, a little bit rattled, then he's prone to put the ball in harm's way. And I think that's what's going to happen in this game. I know Seahawks fans not going to like that. I know I'm going to hear it about that, but that's just how I feel.
Yeah.
That being said, Drake May, I don't think he's going to have a great game either. All right. He's still young, and I think these past couple of games he hasn't really been stellar. So this is going to come down to the running game. The Patriots, statistically, they do have a better rushing attack than the Seahawks. Man. Yeah. I'll just stick with the Patriots.
Sticking with the Patriots.
Yeah, I'll
Okay,
stick with the Patriots.
Let me tell you what you just did.
What?
What you just did was you, in essence, you said that if the Rams went to the Super Bowl, they would lose to the Patriots. That's what you just said.
How'd I say that?
That's kind of what you said, because
How'd I say that?
look, the Seattle Seahawks in your division, you guys played 3 times, right? It was very close.
Yep.
They ended up winning 2 of the 3 of those games, right? And now they're going to Seattle. I mean, to play the New England Patriots in the Super Bowl, and the Patriots are going to win this game.
Yep.
No, man.
Links. What did I base it off of just now? I said that I feel that Darnold is going to put the ball in harm's way.
You can put the ball in.
Okay.
I got you.
That's what I'm basing it off.
I forgot that piece. I got
right. So would that be, he led the league in interceptions.
Yeah. Yeah.
He led the league in interceptions.
He's been clean in the playoffs so far.
He's been clean. I think he's due.
Yep.
I think he's due. Yeah,
he's due for a little bit. That's an interesting take, because I think he was coming along really good in this playoffs, and I think he's built the confidence at this point to say, you know what, I do belong here. I am really great. I was the number 3 pick overall, so I should be here. And so I think in his mindset has changed, where he's like, I've already beat the team that I think, which was the Rams. So he's going into in this game thinking, if we beat the Rams, then nobody could beat us. But I like that take with him being due. I can't wait. That's going to be interesting, because I need to see that. I really do.
And let me correct myself, because I will be corrected if I don't do that. He didn't lead the league in interceptions. He was third, right? So you had Geno Smith, our boy Tua, right, with 15, and then there you got Darnold right under him at 14 interceptions. So
you're right.
He's prone to doing that. So and I'm looking at the Patriots defense, and the Patriots and their defense, they are opportunistic. They're going to snatch the ball. If it's there, they're going to get it. So that's what I'm basing it off of.
Okay. I like it.
Right. Stafford hasn't thrown. He hasn't thrown that many. He had 8 interceptions this season.
Right.
But, Darnold also had a bunch of fumbles, so he did lead the league in turnovers.
That's what
turnovers. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Boy, I like it. This is it's going to be interesting, because if I see something going down in this game, I'm going to have to call you, man. I'm going to have to call you, because if I see Darnold throwing like 2-3 interceptions and he fumbling the ball, I'm going to be like, stop it. But
and Kwesi going to be at home. They fired me over this dude. Let me stop.
Right. Yeah. Well, hey, this is interesting, and I think I don't know if I'm correct with this, but I think Josh McDaniel actually they're having the honors tonight. I think he won Assistant Coach of the Year. I
He
want to
did.
say he
He
did.
did.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
He should have got that.
he won Assistant Coach of the Year,
He
and
should have got
so
Yeah.
definitely. I mean, that's a system, and that's a place that he's comfortable being.
that. What
So you know,
what
That's his role.
what
You know, that's his
what
lane.
Drake May looked like last year and what Drake May looks like this year? Yeah.
yeah, big difference, big difference. Yeah,
Nothing to do with Vrabel.
nothing to do with
Again, nothing to
Vrabel.
do with
That's
Vrabel.
McDaniels.
It's all McDaniel.
All McDaniels. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, boy. Yeah. Okay.
They're in the
we-
Super Bowl because of Josh McDaniels.
Yeah.
When you call a flea flicker in that snowstorm because you got the wind at your back that direction and you got to try to score this quarter because you don't have the opportunity next quarter, that's a really good OC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's gutsy. And when you got a good OC, yeah, I should know about OCs and bad OCs. But when you got a good OC, man, it really changes. And actually in this game, they're gonna have to really be creative. And I know both teams probably have like some trick plays up their sleeve or something. Something is going to be pulled out, I'm sure, because you can't make it this far and you don't have something up your sleeve. So I'm excited for this game. I think it's going to be a good Super Bowl. And you know, like I said, I hope everybody enjoys it. But Lee, I like your take, man. I'm going back to this. I'm definitely going to. I'll be smiling. You'll get a text from me if it going down like that for sure.
Doc, who did you pick again?
I picked Seattle. See,
Yeah, you
if,
picked
if I had said if I had given your take, folks would say I was just being bitter as a Minnesota Vikings fan.
Oh, trust me, they're gonna say I'm bitter because I'm a Rams fan. Trust me. I'm waiting. They're gonna say I'm
You're
bitter.
just wishing ill will on Sam Darnold because he went to the Super Bowl after he left the Vikings. So
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
didn't want to go down that narrative. So
Yeah.
So y'all put y'all
and-
down, and now you mad?
Now you
Yeah,
mad.
I'm a little bit salty about that. I don't like it, but but I believe they said the last 4 Super Bowls the underdog won.
yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah. That's that. Yeah, that's it. So, all right.
Yeah.
So, wrapping up, Lee, you had 23-17 Patriots.
23-17. Yep.
23-17 Patriots. Doc, you had 24-20 Seattle. I had 28-17 Seattle.
Yeah.
So we'll see how this turns out, man. Enjoy the game. Enjoy. You know, none of our teams in it, but you know, enjoy it the best you can. All right, man. We'll play catch up after.
All right. Okay.
All right.
Later.
Later.